Hi, welcome back to I Confess with Travis. I'm your host, Travis Bartlett. And today, let's just say I'm going to be talking to a drunk guy. I'm not exactly sure what this story is going to be about, so it's probably going to be just something random. So if you're actually drunk, then you obviously know what I'm talking about. Because let me tell you something, I used to be a drunk. I used to know some people that were drunks. There's a lot of people around the world that's considered a drunk. But all I can say is once you're drunk, it's can be funny sometimes to make fun of someone, but it's not funny at all because sometimes people that can get drunk can involve anger or just being stupid and don't realize it. And people that are actually drunk will talk your ears off, and I can tell you it can get really annoying and it feels like someone who's actually talking too much. I mean, they will go on and on and on and on and on about stuff that non-drunk people could care less. That's what I'm talking to this guy today. So, let me go ahead and take my first call. All right, so
All
how
right.
you doing?
Good. Now I just lost my apartment 1 year ago to the 28th would have been the day.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry.
And yeah, my ex told me I was gonna cheat on her, so I said, "Okay, I'll make you the head of the household." Took the house.
Wow.
You're like, well, you can get over that. Well, I'm 23. That happened a year ago. I was 22. My last ex-girlfriend was when I was 19. She was 31.
Oh, wow.
I know. I raised her the 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I raised them for a year and a half. She beat me up and everything. Because, okay, so 2 of the kids would get special disabilities. So we didn't have to work. We could stay home and raise them like they needed because they couldn't be in a school.
Right.
The schools can't take care of them. They don't know how. So we would stay home and take care of them because they
Like
understood.
homeschooling.
Yeah, just about, but only for the one. The other 2 went to school, but the oldest one had autism either way, but he could deal with school. The other one couldn't because she had her spine. She's only 2. Her spine like this.
Like, oh, okay.
Oh, so bad. She's in a cast and everything. Well, that was when I was 19. That's before what just happened. So when I was 19, I lived with her for a year and a half. So I was like 21 and a half, 21 probably. No, 21 because I just, I was 19 and then a year and a half. So she popped my eardrum right here because I went and tickled her. She's a German, by the way. Let me put this in perspective. She's a German from Germany.
Okay.
Her great-grandmother grew up with Hitler. Yeah, Hitler. Her great-grandmother grew up with him. So I went and tickled her, just fucking around like relationship, right? Like if I tickled you, you're a man. Okay? If me and you are dating, no homo, but if me and you are dating and I go tickle you, you're not gonna wham my ear as hard as you can, right? And you're a man.
Well, it might depend on that person,
It's tickling. And they already have kids for over 7 years at the time, so they know about tickling.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like they got a 7-year-old kid. He probably tickled his mom before. On God, on Jesus. And I went and tickled her spine. Bam! I think it was just for excuses to punch me one time. Well, I went like that, gave me a thunder shock, busted my eardrum.
Wow.
Now, I only hear bass now. Now you're like, well, that's still not bad. You're only 19. And what happened before that? Well, when my first virginity, I was 16. She was 14. 2 years difference, not bad. But we hung out every day for 3 months before we did anything. So now we're going back 3 years before I met that mom. Go meet that girl. Guess what?
What?
Her mom was a nurse. She didn't have a baby daddy. Her baby daddy was in prison, in and out, so they wasn't around. You know, the typical hood shit story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the daughter I was dating. So while the mom was working, I would go babysit her baby brother while her mom was working, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm technically raising kids for now probably 8 years just because of what I was dealing with.
Right.
The same thing with her. And I dated her. We didn't do nothing for 3 months. Boom. We do something. Then I'm really good at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she starts fucking everybody, all my friends, and my boxing trainer, bro.
Mm.
And that's it.
Oh, wow.
I got one more, but I gotta go pee, though. You're gonna skip me, because that was a lot, but I got one
Well,
more.
that's okay. You don't have to tell another story unless you want to.
I was 2 years old. I put the car in drive while I was sitting in the passenger seat. My dad jumped in front of it and died. Let me go pee.
So, you want to tell the story?
What one? My dad?
No, the one you said something about a car.
Yeah, when I was 2. That's my dad. When I was 2, I got car trophies too. I went to a car show, so he used to go to car shows in like 2002.
Hmm.
Well, he got home, he grabbed his car trophies, was bringing them in. While he was bringing them in, I put the car in drive, and it rolled down a hill, and there's a brick building. He jumped in front of it, so I wouldn't get hurt. I was only 2.
Oh, wow.
And then he died from a blood clot a month after.
I'm so sorry.
No. Because my stepfather, I've had since I was 3, and he's the best.
Hmm.
So I just look at it like, well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have my stepfather.
Right.
Because, like, he's the best. I don't know how to look at it. But they're older. You gotta remember, I'm only 23. My brothers and sisters are 30s.
Okay.
So how old are my parents?
You're the youngest.
Oh, yeah. So how old are... If my brothers and sisters are 30s, how old are my parents?
I'm guessing 50s, maybe 40s.
40, and they're in their 30s. They would have to have them when they're 10.
Oh, they had them real young.
No, that means you're wrong. So, no, they're 60 and 65.
I was going to say 60, but I didn't want to go that far and think like, okay, I just really called your parents old or anything. I didn't want to like, make it sound like I'm being mean because I was kind of close to it. But I was like maybe 50. I'm not sure.
I was on the news when I was 6, okay?
Okay.
So think, your dad dies. You ran him over pretty much when you're 2. He jumped in front of it. He dies. You got your stepfather when you're 3. Boom. 3 years later to you. Imagine this. That's all happened. You're 6 now. 3 years later, you're 6.
Mm-hmm.
You're at your farmhouse. Your stepfather's at work. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your mom's having, like, her heart's hurting. You call the cops and you save her life, and she has a pacemaker since then. Okay. I'm on the news, nigga. So she's had a pacemaker, though, since 21 years. Or no, 20 or 18 years. So one of the wires is not connected, so. So she has to go back into surgery. Oh, she's 60 years old, dude.
Wow.
So I drink every day because when they go, they already know. When they go, I have to stay for when the other one goes. And then when they both go, I'll just die. But Christian, I can't kill myself. So I'm going to go volunteer in the army.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same thing. But I'm moving to the Philippines soon, though, to give it. That's my last chance, Philippines. Dude, a 6-bedroom house is $5,000. $5,000, yeah. Guess how much a pack of cigarettes are?
I'm guessing maybe 10 cents.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why would you not retire? Guess how much women there are?
A lot.
70%. You're gay, though, huh?
No, I'm straight.
You're gay, huh?
Mm-mm.
Be honest with me, dude.
I am being honest. I was never gay.
I know you're gay from your voice.
No, I'm straight. I like women.
No, you don't.
Yeah. I slept with like 20 women.
I slept with like 40. How old are you?
33.
Way. You look my age, don't you?
A lot of people look at my age and they think like, oh no, you don't look 33. You look like you're maybe 18 or 21. And I'll be like, hey, I mean, gotta look good to look young, Even though you don't actually look like your age.
Well, if you think you're that old, if you don't think you're that old, how old would you think I am then? When you first met me?
I would say maybe 18.
No, you wouldn't, because you just said that because I said I'm 23. How old did you really think? Like 28? Yeah. Like 27.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It just depends on the person. I forgot.
What do you mean?
Like, let's say, like, if you were tall, like, let's say you were, like, 6 feet tall. I'm giving you an example, okay? But then let's say you tell me, say, like, oh, I'm 18, but then people might look at you and think, you don't look like you're 18 because you're about 6-something foot tall, Well, sometimes it just depends.
Because I just told you my age, is what you're saying.
Now, like I said, I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. Sometimes, like, it just depends on what the person looks like. Like, even though...
You don't care about me mean anyone mean to you, I'll beat their ass, dude. Where are you from again?
I'm from Atlanta.
And you don't think I got some friends from there that would come defend you? You got bullies around there, dude, or something?
I got some guy friends.
No, bullies.
Oh, no.
Bullshit. Who bullies you? I got some bullies from Georgia, buddy. You know, little baby.
Yeah, I heard of him.
He's a good guy. I'm friends with his gang. I like Crips, man. That's Blood Killer Eastside Crip. But I'm from Maine. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for actually telling me your story.
Dude, what else are you going to do on here tonight?
Right now, I'm about to go to bed.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I gotta be at work in the morning.
Where you work?
At a warehouse.
You gotta get down there.
I drive.
Yeah, get down there. Go work at McDonald's. Bullshit. Fuck that. McDonald's in Atlanta, Georgia is probably paying like $18 an hour. Bro, they're paying 14 or no, they're paying 16 here. Dude, you like guns?
Yeah.
That's your back, dude. I'll beat the fuck out of anyone for you, for real. If you got a problem and your boys are busy, call me. Because I got boys from fucking Atlanta, Georgia. I'll help you out, dude. You're cool as shit, dude. You hear me?
Yeah.
Wait, my last question, my last debate with you. Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Amen. He will be coming soon. So you keep on praying. All you gotta do is he died for your sins, okay? That's my only tattoo, is just Jesus Christ. And I understand that burnt my skin for him, but listen. Just when you go to sleep, all you gotta do is just pray for all you've sinned. Do you have your mother and father?
My dad died years ago due to bone, lung, and liver cancer. So it's just me. It's just me, my mom, and my stepdad.
No, that's okay, brother. Look at me. My dad died in the hospital bed, and you know what he told my mom?
What?
I can go get my mom right now. My mom literally told me, because I didn't find out for 10 years after.
That's
I'm
sad.
10. I'm 10, and my mom and dad would tell me, or my stepfather, my dad, and my mom would tell me that they gave him the wrong medicine. That's how he died. I only found out from my sister, and my sister's now a drug addict, but she's sober in a different state now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this. My dad did the same thing, so I want you just to realize that it's going to be a hard thing for him, even harder for you, because you got to think. As soon as you accept it, though, is the more better it'll be.
Right.
Coming from someone who's been through the same thing. My dad was in the hospital bed. My dad looked at my mom and said, "Find him a dad. Don't leave him without a dad."
Right.
That's why that happened, and then boom, they've been best ever since. Better than ever. Just give it a chance. When did yours happen, though?
Let's see. My dad was 57, and it was about 8 years ago when he died.
Yeah, see, you was in a mature mind. I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. So from your perspective, I just couldn't. Mine happened when I was 3, so I couldn't remember. I got lucky. You didn't. You're the more... So in this position, what that makes you is more of the man than I am. So it's either you accept it and you become more of a man than me, or you decline it and become a bitch. End of the day, I'm just telling you, that's what's going to happen. Because if you decline it, their relationship's going to go downhill. Your mom's going to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
If you accept it that your dad's gone and that is your new father, help him for what he has and give him what else. He's trying for you. He could be anywhere else right now.
Mm-hmm.
Think of that, too.
Oh, I know.
But what does he do, though, for work?
My stepdad? Right now, he's retired.
So he just kind of just sits around. What is he retired from, though?
He works like at this company that does like a lot of calibrating and computer work, and then also tests, let's say, like water, like let's say the water that you drink, he'll test that, and then let's say he'll test like machinery.
And he probably worked 18 to 20 years, got a 401k, and then retired.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of did like a lot of robots and stuff.
So now he's just home doing that.
Basically.
So what's your mom doing?
She's basically retired too.
So they're both just living their life.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you living with them?
Yeah. Because right now I can't seem to get a house because the housing market is like through the roof.
I know the house market is up. That's okay.
And see, I'm not gonna make it a problem. Like there's no problem with the child living at their parents, at 30, at 33, whatever. There's no problem with that.
I'm 24 in November, and guess what? My ex took my house. Guess how much I paid?
What?
€0.
Oh, wow.
It was federal income, but it was in the country. The population was only 3,000 people, so there's no one around.
Mm-hmm.
She took it, got pregnant because she just wanted a baby. I wanted to wait till I got married to have a baby.
Right. There's some people that are like that.
There's nothing wrong with that because dude, if I go get some girl pregnant, I slept with 50 women, nigga. And I'm 23. So I'm over my whole phase.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone to, have a family with. So I'm moving to Philippines. Put your country on Philippines. It's on United States right now. I know it is.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on Philippines. A house. You talked about house market. A house over here is probably $35,000 minimum for a trailer.
That's what I'm looking for. Is like maybe a trailer or a cheap apartment.
Have you ever had a first-time home buyer?
No, I almost did, but no.
Where are you at again?
I'm in Macon, Georgia.
Okay, so why don't you take Route 95. You have a car?
Yeah.
Okay, move up here, nigga. If I will talk to you more on Instagram about it, but literally listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You move up here, you get a first-time home buyer. You can buy a house for you can buy a trailer for $30K, and the first-time home buyer will give you like 25% down. And if you've never you have credit?
A really good credit, yeah.
What are you waiting for?
I don't have money in my bank account, though. That's the problem.
That don't matter. The only reason it's because you're in Georgia. You're in a city, nigga.
Well,
my city's beautiful. I can go buy this. I have a medical marijuana card, and I went and bought this. It don't matter. We can do anything in my state. Now, but you have to come to northern Maine. You can't go. So you know Maine, by New York. Half of it and down is gay. You got to go to half and up. If you go to half and up, everything's cheap. You're right by Canada. You're right by New York. You're right by everywhere. You're 6 hours from New York. You take Boston, Massachusetts, right by New York. That's same distance. You take a Filipino round trip for $800, dude. If you bought a house, I would go half rent on you. I'm in my mom's house, dude, bro. For real. But I have a cat. She's cute. She's cute, though. She's 30 pounds. She's a baby. I'm allergic, but she's a baby. But if you want to get out of there and you want a real life, and now's the time. It's not time for 4 more years. You'll be 40. It's time, nigga.
Right.
Do you have Discord?
No, I don't.
You gotta download it. That's what I'm on. I'm on that every night. Nigga, if you get involved with me, I ran a car business for 3 years. I was 19 and sold 5 cars a year. 20,000 extra profit on my yearly paycheck. So I made 55,000 a year. Guess how I lost it? With a girl. So the only one to tell your advice will be me, nigga. You in fucking Georgia. Get out of there. Take 95 from Miami up to Maine. One road. What car do you have?
Nissan. A 2016 Nissan Optima. Sorry. I'm not really good with, like, these cars. I want to drive the nice ones, but I don't have that kind of money.
It don't matter about nice ones. It matters about reliable ones.
Oh, I got reliable.
No. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Chevy Cruze, Chevy Malibu, Nissan, Hyundai, all those are junk. Trade that in for an older Honda. Guess what? You'll run that for 12 years. With $150 less than insurance you're paying for. You're like, well, my radio. Trust me, I know, I sell cars. You're like, well, my radio. I'll replace your radio, nigga. I'll replace your radio, put subwoofers in that Honda you're gonna get. And that car will last you 10 years. That Nissan will not last you 10 years, and I know you can say that. Now you bet a motherfucker that's going to tell you the truth. So now before you leave, I get you want to leave. Tell me one question you want to know, and I'll tell you. Shave your beard for the girls. The girls will love you more for your beard. I just shaved mine tonight. Mine grows in a day. Trust me, I know it's annoying.
Yeah, mine's kind of the same way. Like, once you shave it, it's like the next day. Same with my hair. It's like once you shave your head, it like grows like a chia pet.
Yeah, wait, you're old.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just kidding. You know Carlito?
Carlito?
From WWE?
Oh, I haven't watched that in like forever, since I was a kid.
So what, you don't want to move to Maine now?
Probably not.
Why?
I just don't feel like moving. I'm just trying to save up for a house. That's what I'm trying to do.
Why are you moving to the Philippines?
I just want to be close to my parents.
Why don't you move them to the Philippines?
They ain't going to move.
You can run a store, like a 7-Eleven, for $2,000. Why, you don't want to move them?
It's not that. It's just, I think it's just, I'm just trying to find my own, my own home, my own purpose, my own life. And I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's complicated. It's just, I just want, a place of my own that I can call a home and live forever.
Can you do me one favor then?
What?
One.
What? What's one?
If you do this one favor, I'll let it slide. Okay? Because if I don't let it slide, I'm going to choke you. So listen. I'm just kidding. Listen. Put your country on Philippines. Can you give it an hour or a half hour? Can you give it a half hour?
No, I don't feel like going over there.
Why?
I don't have the money. I don't have money to travel. You?
Yeah, could you put your country on Philippines instead of United States?
Probably not.
Dude, come on. For a half hour?
No.
Why? Just talk to a girl from there to see how they do.
I know how to talk to women. I just don't want to drive all the way down there.
Do. But they're not like American women. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just give it one chance.
I get that. I understand that.
One. I'm asking for one chance. That's it.
Look, I think I'm okay here in Macon.
No, it's not okay. You're 34. It's not okay no more. You hear me?
Yeah. By the way, I'm 33.
I'm sorry.
I'll be 34 next week.
Well, I'm close enough, motherfucker.
You're close enough, but yeah.
I'm close enough. I'm in November. Just give me a chance. You trust me?
Yeah.
Then give me 20 minutes, not even half hour. 15 minutes. I'm not even going to do 20. 15 minutes. Just put your country to Philippines and give it until give it till 12:50.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to be moving my country I'm not going to put my country like that.
Dude, it's not about your country. This country is gone with meth heads, brother.
We already know that.
So, listen to me. Meth heads, do you know what that is?
Yes, there are people who are addicted to meth, drug addicts, alcoholics, potheads. You name it.
I lost my sister to it. I know about it. I worked at a homeless shelter for 3 years. Listen. America's feeding it. It's time to leave. As bad as that sounds, I'm more American than you, brother. Look at my flags. I'm more American than you. It's time to leave. It's time to leave and find your woman before Jesus comes. Jesus, if you stay here, listen to me. If you stay here on God, on Jesus Christ, you will stay there in that mother and father's house like I am. I only know this because I'm doing the same thing. And you will sit there and look for American women that will never come because they are all getting paid to have your baby and leave you.
I know that. Everyone knows that. The entire world knows that.
Do you know that's one point. If you already know that, second point is they will cheat on you.
Yeah, we all know. Everyone gets caught cheating.
No. Philippines, I've been on this for 9 months. I haven't been on this. I told you my ex took my house a year ago. I started drinking a year ago. I started going on here and going to Philippines. And guess what? they talk loyal because guess what? 70% are women. There's more women there. They work 60 hours a week. They work 10 hours a day, and they only have Sunday off. So let that sink in. You work 10 hours a day, and you have to work Saturday, too. And you only have Sunday off. They get $50 a week. And guess what? 70% women, that means the men there are sleeping around. They don't like Philippine men because they are whores. Guess what? American women are whores. That's why we don't like them. So guess what? If we go to Philippines and we have the women that don't like the Philippine men because they're whores, and then they date a Philippine man because they don't like USA women because they're whores, then boom, put it together, nigga. I've already figured this out by myself. And I'm just trying to tell you, because I figured it out by myself and nobody else has.
Actually, I think everybody already understands how women are nowadays.
In America.
Yep.
Not in Philippines. Kumusta ka, Malquita? Okay la. I know how to speak Filipino. I'm going there, brother. You think I would... You know, as an American, you know you can't go learn another language unless you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I could never learn another language, but I wanted to learn Filipino. There you go. Give me a chance and give me 15 minutes on Philippines. Please.
I'm pretty much okay right now.
Travis.
Yeah?
No. I'm just going to tell you no. No. You have to go to Philippines.
I don't have to.
Oh, you are. Forcefully. You're getting forced.
Mm-mm.
I'm raping you. Travis, please just go to the fucking Philippines so I don't have to rape you.
Nah, I'm good.
Why, dude? What did I say so wrong?
You didn't say anything wrong.
Worse in the Philippines than the United States that you're gonna stay on? Tell me.
I think I'd rather be better off in the United States right now.
As you just admitted that all the girls are out to get your money. Go ahead, then.
Oh, don't worry. What I do is, like, if a girl wants to date me now, instead of... So it turns out the guy actually hung up on me because you can actually tell how the way he was acting. And like I said in the beginning of this podcast, the guy was drunk. And like I said, he would get to where he would start arguing with you, fighting with you. I mean, that's basically how a drunk works. I mean, I understand that when you're drunk, you constantly will talk and talk and talk. Then they get to where they want you to do things even though you're not going to. I mean, I'm not saying it like I'm comfortable into doing it. And all these crazy stories he's talking about, which, you know, he kind of understands. But then he got to the point where he wanted me to move to Philippines. Now, there's nothing wrong with people in the Philippines. I just think, you know, if you're going to force someone to go to live in a cheap place just because you want them to move there, but yet, what if they don't want to move there? You can't just force them to do that. And I know earlier in this podcast, I know you guys heard him cracking open a can, so I'm guessing it was probably a beer can. And I know that you guys heard him going, like he was smoking weed, because that's what I'm thinking. Because he's not just drunk, but he's also high on weed as well. So all I can say is, if you know someone who's drunk and they want to fight you, or if they want to talk your ears off or whatever, just tell them that you have something important to do, and just leave it at that. So just try to make up an excuse as much as you can so you don't have to worry about it, especially when I'm talking to this guy for like almost 40 minutes on this podcast. And then he's over here just talking and talking and talking. I mean, you can tell how this guy was actually getting really aggravated. So that's my show for today. If you actually want to be on the podcast, please text 478-901-4445. That's 478-901-4445. And I will talk to you guys next week.